Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. This is always one of my favorite groups to speak to about this topic. I don't have any relevant financial relationships. Do have a spouse that's on here. I'll claim her if she'll claim me. Okay, we're going to examine the correlation between androgen deficiency and cardiometabolic risk. Could be one of the hottest topics in medicine right now. Could be the hottest topic right now. Prostate cancer is a very hot topic right now. I'm purposely not going to mention that, okay? But testosterone and testosterone replacement therapy are very controversial right now. So I'm going to take an approach of going through the evidence and the literature, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'll say the hopeful. I'm going to examine the relationship between androgen deficiency and the metabolic syndrome, how to screen for androgen deficiency, how to outline the current guidelines and the evidence on testosterone replacement therapy, risks, safety, and their implications, and then really to think about how we can improve patient and provider engagement and evaluation. I think this is a key thing. Just by a show of hands, how many people in their daily practices feel like they have enough time to talk to their patients? You're lying. Okay. Me neither. All right. So what I find challenging about this topic, like a lot of others, is it really takes time because your patients are going to come in and have a whole lot of questions. I'm going to start this lecture off, I guess backwards. Not so much backwards, but definitely out of order. So rather than diving into the evidence, I think it's important to understand where we are. And I put this slide up from probably the most widely read medical journal on the planet. Does anybody know what that is? It's the New York Times. Thank you. And the reason I put this up here is because this is important to understand. This is what's going to drive your patients to come in and ask you questions. So let's go back in time, February 2014. Don't ask your doctor about low T. Okay? So we know that testosterone declines in men naturally with aging. We know that's common. It doesn't necessarily have to be an acceptable phenomenon. Okay? And we know that testosterone deficiency is, albeit arbitrarily defined, as a number lower than 220 to 350, depending on your lab, and that it causes men to lose their sex drive and fertility. I just heard a lecture, it was an hour-long lecture on lab assays and testosterone, and no two are the same, so it makes the numbers very challenging.